listening to this on YouTube, no matter where you're listening to this, man, go ahead and smash that like button for us right now. And if you get an opportunity, make sure you share this video via text or Facebook. And I'm saying, man, before we came in today, you were telling me about Vanessa Bryant penning some type of a letter about Kobe and her daughter.
Yeah, I was running through IG as I do during the business days, trying to look for content and things to speak on. And Vanessa Bryant, minutes into me scrolling, dropped video of young Gigi bawling her little heart out. And she wrote this caption underneath. She said, "I've been very reluctant to put my feelings into words. My brain refuses to accept that both Kobe and Gigi are gone. I can't process both at the same time. It's like I'm trying to process Kobe being gone, but my body refuses to accept my Gigi will never come back to me. It feels wrong. Why should I be able to wake up another day when my baby girl isn't able to have that opportunity? I'm so mad. She has so much life to live. And I realize I need to be strong and be here for my 3 daughters. Mad, I'm not with Kobe and Gigi, but thankful I'm here with Natalia, Bianca, and Capri. I know what I'm feeling is normal. It's a part of the grieving process. I just wanted to share it in case there's anyone out there that's experienced a loss like this. God, I wish they were here and this nightmare would be over. Praying for all the victims of this horrible tragedy. Please continue to pray for all." Oh God, man, this one, I've seen her writing captions and giving praise and remembrance to her family. This one hurt though. I read this stuff.
Yeah.
What do you think about this?
This one actually seemed like that this one was actually maybe from her. I know the first time it came out, it may have been from somebody, you know, I'm not saying it wasn't some of her words, but this one seemed like it was real, you know, to the heart and genuine. I can't imagine, like, to sit up here and say, I know the pain that she's going through, you know, to lose 2 people that you see every day, your husband and your daughter. You're not supposed to go through that. And it's not much more I can say, man. I'm kind of like, you know, it's just a sad situation, no matter how you look at this, with Vanessa and that. And, you know, I still can't even really believe it. It's taking so long for the funeral and everything to happen, the memorial service. I still don't believe it, man. It's just, you know, we can't, I don't know why, like, any religious system, people got to have this in the comment section. How do you explain this? How is this a part of any God's, any person's will? I keep asking that question. I haven't got an answer yet.
It's tough, man. It's tough to process. It's tough to understand that we've never met the man. We just watched him as a 19-year-old, and we were probably a couple years younger than that. I think he passed away when he was 41. I'm 36. So he was just leaving high school when I was entering high school. So right during the prime of the life, and you ain't too far behind that. So to watch him through his journey, to watch his struggles, to watch what we just talked about, for him to bounce back from that and to become the man, become the father that he is, and to see so much life having to be lived and to see that end so tragically, and not to take away from any of the other victims, but we didn't know them the way we know Kobe. And that's why we don't mourn them the way we mourn Kobe, but we pray for all of their families and hurt just the same that they're no longer here. But then you think of the young Gigi, you think of his baby, and that ain't right. That ain't fair. That's unexplainable to me. I couldn't imagine what Vanessa's going through right now. I just couldn't imagine. Ever since this incident happened a couple Sundays ago, I've just stared at my children longer. I've held them longer. I've talked to them more. I've enjoyed those moments when my daughter is nonstop energy and I'm tired and she wants to jump on the couch. I get my ass up and I jump on the couch. My son wants to wrestle or wants to talk about something, and I may be tired as hell, or maybe this, I make sure I give those little extra seconds, because those shits matter, man. And you don't know, no one has a clock on this. No one knows. We can leave here and unfortunately come to our demise. It's a blessing every time we get to walk in this building, clap each other up, give our family love, man. So condolences up and down. Like you said, it's still hard to process, still hard to even understand for us sitting here and around the world. So I can only imagine what's going on in that house. Prayers. Yeah,
it's gonna take a lot. But one thing, you know, like I said before, you know, being younger and having to experience death, I remember we had to go to North Carolina, go to different places and experience it, and it was just weird. Like then, now it's like it's all too, you know, common that you see, you know, close people, you know, kind of dropping like flies. You know, every time you look around, I see people. I'm like, man, this dude was young. This person was young. This person got killed. So it's just a part of life. And like I always say, you got to just try to find the best way to cope and get with it. It ain't going to be easy. And you can't read a book on this. You know, I mean, you can't watch a YouTube video on how to do it. You kind of just got to take it day by day and try to find the good. Like she says, you know, she does have her other children still there with her, and try to find a good in that. But if anybody that knows Kobe or the family ever sees this, condolences. That's all we can send, and hopefully that can, you know, some comfort can come to you.
You know, the only thing close to being able to help or remedy wounds is people that go through it themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, because unless you can relate to certain pains, there's nothing much you can really say. You know what I'm saying? I had a not to put too much of a personal business out there, but my lady's brother, he lost a baby. He lost his daughter. His daughter was 7, had a rare disease, and she passed away a couple Octobers ago. And I couldn't imagine, I couldn't fathom that, to have my young baby pass away and me having to bury them. So I know the really only way to find comfort is to kind of just, I don't know if there's groups, I don't know if that's too corny, but I just know that, like, I keep thinking of Laura London right now, just beginning this to LA. And I'm not saying these two got to get up and corny like that, but I'm sure she's sitting there and understanding right now, especially in the public eye, as Vanessa is, a little what she's going through.
Absolutely.
I wonder if they got together or spoke, or I'm just curious. You know what I mean?
You know, maybe at some point, you know, it may happen. Now, when is his memorial service again?
24th.
The 24th. And it's going to be where? Is it at the Staples or? Okay.
They were talking about it being at the old Coliseum in Inglewood because of just the mass amount of people that were going to attend. They decided to do it in the Staples Center, which is cool. It's the place that Kobe built. Yeah. It's only right. It's going to be sad, man. Ugh. Yeah. It's going to be sad.
Yeah, definitely. So once again, the legacy shall live on. And anybody out there, you know, that's inspiring to be anything male or female, watch his videos, watch his speeches. It was a friend of mine, man. His name is Roy Al Exclusive. He put a video up. We got to talk about that. Did you see the video that he put that they put in Hip Hop Uncensored group the other day? That was a little, you know, eye opening to me.
Them kind of things always,
man,
kind of make you go, man. But the information is so powerful. It's still like, the behind the scenes and the power of what he was trying to create in sports franchises and how deep he was ready to go. It's a shame that he's no longer here.
Yeah, real brilliant, you know, man. But you know, just try to follow in the footsteps, and like my man said, at ACC, try to do better than the next, you know, the mogul, the billionaire, you know what I mean, out there. But the XFL.
The XFL.
Sam, man, you sent me the text message, and it was funny because I had seen it. I watched the highlights. I didn't see the game, but I seen the highlights, and I'm like, hold up, these dudes look like the NFL players out there a little bit. What do you think about the XFL this time around as opposed to before? When we were younger, we seen it. It was more like buffoonery kind of guys, kind of wrestling. I don't know. It was weird back then. It wasn't nothing like it was. It was more like arena football, I'll say, back then. Right. What do you think about the XFL now?
The XFL back then was some bullshit. It was geared around a lot of the narrative of wrestling. Yeah. And it wasn't, people weren't buying into it. And when you hear the XFL coming back out, I was like, I was very, very apprehensive of it. But seeing it, dog, and looking at the highlights, and I'm not gonna lie, it just forced me when I was looking at all the positive responses from it. I'm like, yo, let me check this out. Yeah. And they was balling. They were balling. Yeah, definitely. And you got commentators sitting down with players after they get turnovers and shit and talking to them. It's just
so different.
It's a little different, but it's entertaining. And if you mix that kind of entertainment up with some good football, and I like some of the rules. The kickoff was dope to me, how they kind of line up there, and once they get the ball, it's almost like
they wait till they catch it first.
They wait till they catch it, and then they're sitting there like a down and distance, so they're almost at a line of scrimmage. As soon as they go, they can start hitting to kind of avoid collisions. They were smacking. It was great hits out there. It was refreshing to see hits without seeing a bunch of flags all the time, and it was some athletic ballers. I like it, man. I like it. If you're a hardcore football fan, it's even better than because even Arena League, as dope as Arena League is, it's too confined, it's too short. Yeah. I couldn't gravitate to it. The XFL, man, on ESPN, I could get into this. Now, what do you think about this? Let me, because I've said this a couple times, but I haven't got your thought on it. I think that the NFL has their hand in the XFL as well. I'm thinking it's more like a D League for the NFL. I'm thinking they're getting some of that revenue, and that's just how Vince McMahon is being able to do this. I don't think it's competition. And that's just based off of NFL Live promoting it, certain networks sponsored by the NFL promoting it. Now we got ESPN involved. What do you think of that notion?
It could be. I mean, But I wouldn't. I mean, Vince McMahon, you know, he eats competition.
Billy.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, I don't know. That could be true. You know what I'm saying? But I would think it'll be competition. I think he would want to try to get some of that market share, especially you talk about the level.